there is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. Beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if their prize is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation. O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The wave is thundered which emboldens the free. Shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious song of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call, to give and not to count their cost each day. Bless those who rule to serve with this climb a land of righteousness.
Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Like a candle in the night that came and blew us away.
The hope of the rising sun. We will keep on believing and fighting to the end. Future of tomorrow, not even understanding. me time. This is our time, let's rise and fight for freedom. We are living in the prison of our own creation, but we love.
As we can see, monkey and donkey, they are not the same.
The skilling is getting too far.
Yes, of course, as freedom fighters, we can never walk away. This is Freedom Song, and together we can find our way back home. Once again, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, a platform that is the embodiment of pro-Biafran group, being anchored by Diokpa Uchoka from Efo, who is from Abatiti, Anambra State, the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I remain George ONYIBE, and I come from Abo, Anyoma province to be precise, Delta State, Biafra land. As customary demand on this platform, I must move on to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government headed by Alhaji Asare Dokobo and deputized by our sister Rita Anebogo. Of course, I send my pleasantry to members of the parliament, which is the advisory body, as well as members of the executive, which is the implementation body. And if you are a Biafran anywhere around the world, you are yet to identify do so. We all have different agenda, we all have different method, we all have different ideology, but the truth remains that as far as all of us have gathered in one umbrella, different from another, to protect the overall interest of our people, I can assure you we are not in the position to condemn or criticize anybody. We believe and we know that one way along the line we will meet at the right junction, and then we will part no more. But the journey must continue. This is the only platform I can assure you you will have your say in our say. This is the only platform I can tell you that we are not biased. If you believe your pattern is the best, go on, let others be. Acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance. These are men and women who saw the truth, and irrespective of the fear of the bloodied and evil men, they decide to hold the bull by the horn. They did not only knew the truth, they walk by that truth. And so this evening I acknowledge all of you, from the administrators around the globe to the board of trustees, and of course the media department. You're highly appreciated, Mbadike. You're highly appreciated, Paul Okenkwo. You're highly appreciated, Udugu Audio Guinea, Aslem, Udu Willem. You're highly appreciated, Chukunonso. You're highly appreciated, Agongwane. I say you are highly appreciated, Onwukwenwanze. How many will I have to call this evening at that Biafra? How many exactly? Biafrans, thank you. And of course, I keep telling you, not everybody will understand why I constantly appreciate such people. There are a lot of people on the face of this planet Earth who are not by any means related to the people of Biafra, but they feel our pain. Indirectly, they identify with us in this struggle. And there are many Biafrans who, for so many reasons, would not even associate with us. But of course, they understand that and so directly or indirectly they pray for us. And I tell every such person, we thank you and our prayers are with you also. Acknowledge the Creator who has made the heavens and the earth, for He alone has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. And in the end, we give Him all the glory. All glory must be to our God, for He is worthy of our praise. No man on earth himself, all the glory must be to our God. He that taught to Rugugio Apata nekunwa o, he that taught to Rugugi Imakwanoga kara kerugo. He that taught to Rugugio onye janisi, he that taught to Rugugi noga kara kerugo. He said. And of course, as always, we will continue to information, the preaching the gospel for the restoration of Biafra. We cannot walk away, we cannot run away, we cannot hide, we cannot pretend. We will keep hitting the nail on the head. We will keep focusing on the target, because we understand that in the end we must go home. Yesterday was the 30th of May, Biafran's Memorial Day, for remembering our fallen heroes and heroines. But of course, they fell in different dispensation, different time frame, but they died for simple reason, protecting the overall interest of our people. But we have to move on, having observed our attitude, both those who are agitating and those who are not agitating. Biafrans Nigeria and Biafrans Biafrans. There are a lot of Biafrans who antagonize what we do. They don't agree with us, but behind their actions, they believe that they are fighting to protect the interest of our people, and so we are okay with it. Thank you. Biafran Nigerian Biafran, we thank you. Please protect the interest of our people. We watched all of you from afar. Some are Biafrans from within the component nation that makes up the Biafran nation. We saw your patriotism to your ancestors. Some of them were saying, Biafra has come, it has gone. Biafra, we cannot be celebrating. Biafra has in the memory of our ancestors. The person in question is an Igbo woman. Oh. Don't worry, you people will bring out yourself. Then spend time on our platform castigating the I am very careful what I say. I am meticulous when it comes to approaching certain issues, most especially now that we are standing between the living and the dead. I have not always been right, but when I know I make correction, I do not hesitate to amend my ways. And the person was busy telling you, we can't remember them, many people have died. Oh, you cannot remember them, can't we leave this Biafra? Many people have died, they are still dying because of Biafra, because these people are only trying to please their masters. Your master doesn't bother me. Your allegiance to any idiot, maybe most especially Nnamdi Kanu idiot, it does not concern me. Okay, let's go to our topic this evening. Our topic is simply titled, Fighting to Restore Our Dignity. Remain the most important organ. We are fighting to restore Biafra. Fine. You are fighting to restore Idu Kingdom. Perfect. Fighting to restore Igodemigodo. Okay. fighting are they restoring Nigeria or to sustain Nigeria? Is good. All of them are good. I have not condemned any of you. Only when you are an idiot and then your madness come to my side, I will let you know that there is a difference between you are mad and you are crazy. They are not the same. It's okay. Whatever part you choose to belong to, I don't have any problem with you. But our people must understand that despite whatever we are fighting for, fight for Niger Delta, fight for Ogoni Nation, fight for Lower Niger, fight for Igbo Nation, fight for even my father house nation. It looks like mission impossible, except we understand the most important organ that we need to first of all restore, and that is dignity. Dignity. There are issues I know if I get involved, I'm going to insult or denigrate certain individuals to the background, which I cannot. I'm not supposed to do that. And so what do? I move on. Somewhere along the line, this truth must still surface. So why breaking divine principle just to feel I'm somebody that I'm not? Because the Bible actually said, rebuke not an elder, but entreat them. And if you are knowledgeable, you will understand that the difference between rebuke and entreat is just the method of releasing the word or deploying the action. Because the last time I checked, even entreating an elder could be more painful, hazardous than rebuking an elder. And if I know this, why would I rebuke an elder? And so instead of you to come on social media, you want to say ill about those who died to save your mother and your father and your very hopeless life. Why don't you shut up and get inside? Are you telling me Hausa Fulani didn't rape your mother? Each time they are calling you Inyamere, those of you living in Ugwu Hausa, you are very happy. Do you know the origin of Inyamere? Let me digress a little bit so that you know you have to fight to restore your dignity before you start fooling yourself. They came to Biafra land. Over 60% of Anyoma women, young girls, were kidnapped, adopted by Fulani, Hausa, Nigerian, and taken to the north. They went to Akwa Ibom. They then crossed River State. Over 30% of Akwa Ibom women are taken to the north, spoils of war. And it is not very clear the number of the Igbos within the southeast that were kidnapped. And they kept them in a particular war camp under the guise of prisoners of war. The women were separated from the men. Of course, they used lorry to take away plenty of those young girls. Most of them are still alive. One of them gave me a very horrible story, how she was raped over and over and over under the watch of Abacha in Bori camp in Port Harcourt. And all this having been done, these women, where they locked them up, were thirsty. They were thirsty. They need water. And they could not speak Hausa or Fulani because they've not been there before. But now they are prisoners of war inside our one supposedly sweet one Nigeria. You know, we are going to behave. We are one Nigeria. Very wicked and heartless idiot everywhere. And then what happened? Because they couldn't speak Hausa and Fulani, because they could not speak English fluently, because they found themselves in another dispensation entirely. They found themselves in an island where there are aliens and strangers, I must tell you. They try to communicate. And so when they see Hausa Fulani passing by, they said, Ye mumiri manwa biko, biko ye miri manwa, biko ye miri manwa. And Hausa couldn't pronounce it well. And everybody, they locked up. Of course, it's raining heavily here, and you may be getting some sound here. Let's see how we can continue. And so they keep shouting, The Hausa Fulani who couldn't speak Igbo at that time begin to say these people are saying Yemiri. That is in Yamiri. And I see a lot of Igbo people joke over it. Hausa will call you Yamiri, you'll be laughing because you don't have conscience. But I don't blame you. Maybe it is ignorance that worries you. And so many of you paid agent by Nigeria, you are on social media castigating the memory of your ancestors. And so as we speak, just a minute, I'll be back again.
Tradition is live and let live, but they are killing us now.
We need a better black fluent to make it work out. We need to be like ONYIBE. Fighting for our freedom, so you gotta stand up. Everybody got enough freedom. We are freedom fighters. Lighter. We fight on, we gotta go stand. We fight for your freedom.
Yes, so sorry about the whole thing. Just a bit of a challenge, but we must continue. And of course, this having been said, that is how that name came about. And if all these things were to be true, if our people genocide was carried out in our land, why are we shying away from it? Is Gowon not still alive? Why is he not a war criminal? Is Obasanjo not still alive? Is T.Y. Danjuma not still alive? Is Abraham Babangida not still alive? Are they not part of the 11 generals? I think only 2 of them have gone, which is Sani Abacha and late Yaradua. Why are we shying away from this truth? And we choose to remember them on the 30th of May. Idiot, I tell you, don't remember them. People have died. Very unfortunate. The Biafra Memorial Day for this year has come and gone, but our dignity still remains very questionable. Dignity, as we all know, is the state of quality of being worthy of honor or respect. When I say we have to restore our dignity, we are talking about restoring our place of honor and dignity. Because as far as we are concerned as a people, whether you are in the south or you are in the southeast, whether you are Biafran carved into Kogi state, carved into Benue state, carved into outside Biafra land, I can assure you that your integrity is questionable. Like I said, integrity is simply the state of quality of being worthy of honor or respect. At that moment when you are worthy to be respected, when you are worthy to be honored, as far as this dignity is concerned, ours is questionable. That is why tonight I must remind all of you, the first thing we need to do is to make sure that we restore our dignity. We must restore our place of honor and respect. But it's not going to come very easy, most especially when we become the one who disrespects ourselves. The people of the southeast and the people of the south-south region that makes up the Biafran nation must understand that their place of honor and respect has been taken from them because of some unworthy attitude. And of course, when I talk about unworthy attitude now, we are talking about an attitude that is not deserving of respect nor attention. Somebody that is not worthy to be trusted and unfit to hold any office. Undeserving. Something that is not good enough. Unqualified. And of course, Mazimefo will always tell Chikiduzem and the gangster called US that you people are not fit for purpose. And our people must understand, not until we restore our place of dignity, that place of honor and respect, the restoration of Biafra They hope for a better Nigeria. Resource control, Bill of Rights, constitutional amendment, devolution of power, regional autonomy, and of course pulling down the 1999 constitution remains a mirage. It was the loss of this dignity that led about every form of degradation emanating from our region. Because of this loss of dignity, you see every form of degradation coming from every form of Biafra land. Because of this form of loss of dignity, people like Margaret Ekpo hit the streets, having gathered all the women from across Biafra land, hit the street in Aba, protested against this lack of dignity. People died. We did remember them yesterday. They didn't die for Biafra. As a result of loss of this dignity, Chukwuma Kaduna and Zogo is misrepresented today. If everything was right, why would he move to assassinate certain criminal individuals? But of course, his dignity has been taken. Have we wondered if this dignity was there, why did Ken Saro-Wiwa have to push for the Bill of Rights? Today, each time we analyze the issue of Ken Saro-Wiwa, most of us think he deserved what he got. But I tell you, in the best and the clearest of conscience, Ken Saro-Wiwa meant well for their people. I think that is where life is supposed to start from, because they say charity begins at home. You, the Igbo man, may not like him because he blackmailed the Igbo and Ojukwu, to be precise, but then he did well for his people. He copied the Fulani. Fulani are protecting their people. Nnamdi Kanu is there taking us to take oath, and at the end taking the oath will kill us and begin to mess us up. Ken Saro-Wiwa is 100 times better than Nnamdi Kanu to Igbo people. Don't you get it? Let's leave there first. Ken Saro-Wiwa want the best for their people. He thought he was a friend of one Nigeria, a very close pally of Abacha. He initiated the process so life could be better for the people of Ogoni. He died for it. And who is remembering him today? Lack of dignity. As a result of lack of dignity, Adakaboro saw the need why the life of the common Ijaw man should be better than what it is in his days. He moved this motion because of lack of dignity. He was killed, set up, and for over 3 decades they blamed his death on the Igbos until forensic investigation was conducted and it was obvious the Igbo didn't kill Adakaboro. But then for almost 3 decades the Igbos has bear the brunt. Adakaboro may not be the hero of everyone, but I respect him because for the sake of this integrity he stood for his people. Ojukwu understand this truth. Our integrity could not be violated. It cannot be laid down. Nobody can tell us who we are other than who we tell them that we are. Ojukwu did what he have to do. Defend Biafra land. For the sake of sustaining, for the sake of maintaining his integrity, Ojukwu is dead and millions died alongside with it. And then somebody is going to tell me, oh, Ojukwu, Biafra has come. Did Ken Saro-Wiwa die because of Biafra? Did Isaac Adakaboro die because of Biafra? Was Margaret Ekpo and her group shot and most of them died because of Biafra? Those that were killed in Enugu mining, did they die because of Biafra? Are you telling me the war happened in the time of Chukwuma Kaduna and Zogo that is because of Biafra? 1949 Igbo massacred across the north. Is it because of Biafra? Why can't we reject Nigeria because Igbos were massacred inside the north? It led to our death. Why don't we reject Nigeria because British shot our mother who protested for SS stars upon them, their husband? Why don't we reject every other tribes outside Southeast because Saro-Wiwa thought he could make Nigeria to carry out the Ogoni cleanup? And now you begin to see you don't have dignity, you don't have respect, you are not fit for purpose, and you are evil. Or most of you don't understand how serious we are about this matter. Now the Kanu is working for the caliphate. He has been able to mesmerize most of your brain, and somewhere along the line Fulanis are happy because they think they can rubbish the all that is left of the Biafra nation. But we are here to protect the integrity of our ancestors. Our integrity, more than anything that we hold dear, even life itself. And now you need to begin to have a rethink. We don't tell you everything here, but you will see them coming forth one after the other. We cannot lose our place of honor. We cannot lose our place of respect. We will not allow anybody to mess up this image of Biafra, not to talk about the names that hide under this umbrella. It is the way that we have approached and supported the struggle that took away our dignity. And not until we come back to our senses, this may be the beginning of our undoing. The way we approach issues, the way we present our matter, this is the first step that takes away our dignity. Let us try to compare it with the people of the north, and maybe you'll be able to get a clearer picture. There is a publication online coming from IPONK, of course IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu, and this is what they are saying. They are condemning unknown gunmen for kidnapping certain clergymen. IPONK is condemning certain unknown gunmen for kidnapping a clergyman. But who is IPONK condemning unknown gunman? Nnamdi Kanu initiated the process, and so when the Fulani are looking at us, when the Fulani with the brokers of Nnamdi Kanu, when the non-Nigerians and non-Igbo hear all the rubbish coming from Nnamdi Kanu mouth, they consider that we are people without dignity. Shame. That is what they see us. But we must make them understand, whatever Nnamdi Kanu did, he did it on his own accord. He alone will bear the brunt. He never represents the Igbo people, not to talk of the overall interest of the people of Biafra. Is it difficult for you to get? Nnamdi Kanu came, Biafra land was peaceful outside the menace of the Fulani herdsmen. And then all of a sudden Nnamdi Kanu came. He paraded a pornographic army on the social media. He called them ESM, who are powered by dragon. They serve the dragon lord. And since then they raised the dragon flag in Biafra land. People start dying. He then introduced the ESM, which metamorphosed to unknown gunmen. All of us were here and we say nothing. They challenge Ebubagu to submission. They threaten Anambra State not to parade any community security. They went to Rivers State to kill Wike father. They were in Delta State to put fear in us. They were ravaging everywhere. And you people never said anything. All of you are hailing them, and Hausa is looking at you, and Yoruba is looking at you, and you know you lose your dignity, you lose your respect. That is why when Ikedife was in Aso Rock, kneeling down and begging them, oh Almighty Buhari, oh my daddy Buhari, oh wonderful Buhari, I beg you, oh daddy Buhari, that I want to die inside Nigeria, daddy Buhari, please, oh Almighty Buhari, allow me to give Nnamdi Kanu freedom, Buhari, before I die. Oh Buhari, boycott court process, Buhari. Don't listen to the judicial. Of course they are not competent judicial in Nigeria, but then Ikedife, for the sake of Nnamdi Kanu criminal, want to drag the dignity of the common Igbo man to the mud. To them they are very wise, very wise. Wise man will die for foolish man backyard. These are the things we need to restore, and then we can now balance and begin to fight for Biafra. You will not like it. Why will you like it? Do I expect you to like it? No. But you must you hear the truth, you will hear it. We hear it. Nnamdi Kanu is working very hard to protect that. No, they are innocent. Non-government, we didn't kill unknown gunmen. Oh, it's condemnable. Nnamdi Kanu sent Benjamin Madubugu, the head of unknown gunmen Anambra division, to tell the bingos, oh, we say you must stop, don't kill again. You only do have said you must stop now. Tell them, all of you, stop. My guy, the unknown gunman is beyond your control. Nnamdi Kanu has initiated a process he cannot control. The earlier they save themselves, the better for all of you. People without shame, no dignity. It's trending online. A brother I respect, for reason best known to me, is making a publication 2 different times today. He's telling Chike Dozian to sack Kanu Takano, and if Chike Dozian failed to expel Kanu Takano and the Kanu junior brother, that means something is wrong. I commented there, I say, my brother, open your eye. Nnamdi Kanu have sued us, delivered us, and documented us. And of course, they are yapping there. I've not read what they said, but that is the truth. They are one side fighting Simeon Ekpa, but Nnamdi Kanu recruited Simeon Ekpa now. You see, you are people without dignity. And sometimes when we sit back and look at the truth, we already know. And then we look at the ignoramus idiot like you trying to change narrative, telling us that what the truth we know is not the truth. Do you know how it makes us look at you? Very dishonest individual, intellectually crippled and dishonest individual. And so we lost our dignity, we lost our place of honor, we lost it. We can make these corrections, but then somewhere along the line, our current glory, throne of honor, look as it supersedes the integrity, the dignity of the people. Yes, when Wike is there, he's crying, oh, governors of the South Side betrayed me, governors of the South Side betrayed me. In as much as I am a fan of Wike, I think Wike should go back and then rethink. Sometimes to be able to cover more ground, you need to pause. And I come to look at all those governors in the South who did not throw support to him, and you did not come out to contest. You are a man without dignity, all of you. And of course, Igbo people should get ready. Now they cannot work for Atiku, and with the way it is coming, they have silenced P2B. And when Atiku become president, he will help Nnamdi Kanu to destroy all that is left in Igbo land. And when they tell you Delta people are the big heart, you think it is for just to make us feel normal. Go and ask Nigeria, why you when Nigeria tell you Delta is big heart, you just say that to Roboman or Shekiri man. Go ask Roboman, go ask Shekiri man, go ask Tom Polo, go ask all those people where they ginger the manga for. You go know our own madness, they different. Now, why am I saying this? Atiku being the president of Nigeria, or Nigeria, is going to, because they cannot work for him. Forget about all this seed and delivered and documented. They know what they are doing to them. They are messing with all of us. But of course, because of people without dignity, no honor, no respect, how is it? Nnamdi Kanu rob Chief Raphael Wazirike, rob Wazirike. Something Wazirike cannot bear it. Wazirike take Biafra women, beating Nnamdi Kanu up, naked him and urinate on him. Tomorrow Nnamdi Kanu say, hey, they humiliated me because of Biafra. I didn't tell you people he stole money. But then Chief Raphael Wazirike is being born again. So we say he's a good man, he's a good man. Nnamdi Kanu told us, Iman Keme, Pota Ikue, it's not what we are doing. Safeguard your dignity. Safeguard your dignity, because we know how it will end. If we pull back today, all the atrocities of Nnamdi Kanu will be meted on Igbo people. That era have gone. And that is why I keep telling the global community, this is not Igbo of a 10. This is Nnamdi Kanu criminality. A man without dignity nor honor. A man who has destroyed everything. The little respect we were trying to gather for ourselves, he messed it up because he wants glory, he wants fame, he wants money, he wants to be the Lord. Lord of who, Kwano? Lord of who? Jeddah Joe. And now maybe you begin to get the point. Our dignity is the first thing we can restore before anything. Our politicians, do they have dignity? Do they even know what it means? Do they? Our religious leader, do they know what it means? Restore your dignity. Nobody takes you serious. Nobody respects you. You must command it, not just demanding it. You must command your dignity. You must speak out. How will you speak out? How will you speak out? Putting the right perspective in place. You see Hausa Fulani, they are ravaging everybody, destroying everybody, killing Hausa, Fulani killing Hausa, dominating Hausa, Fulani rubbishing Yoruba, rubbishing everybody. But you see, they keep their dignity intact. A day will come, Fulani will run out of Hausa land. Mark this day. Yorubas are waiting. Once under the umbrella of Oduduwa, they speak one thing. That is all. Dignity. They understand anybody can come out and mess up the ideology behind the Oduduwa nation. And so they have different group protecting the dignity of the Oduduwa nation. In Biafra land, what are we doing? Nnamdi Kanu is the head of all the Biafra. He's the Obi of Abo. He is the Obi of Owa. He is the Asaba of Asaba. He is the Igwe Khan of Tolupu. Nnamdi Kanu is the god of Bini. He is the Oba of Aromi of Bini. Only him. And look at him now. A man without dignity. Look at him now. And somebody say, hey, we got to leave him. We got to leave him. Go and look at our comment section and see what Yorubas are saying. They have said it before. Igbo don't love themselves. Igbo can't rule themselves. Igbo cannot cooperate. Igbo is this one. Nnamdi Kanu is making it to look like it's true, but it's not true. Just look at how our Fulani are using messing all of you up. People without dignity. Oh, Wike must be president. Oh, Peter B must be president. Oh, there must be a deputy under. Very soon they will start dragging deputy under Hausa Fulani. What a shame. How many Yoruba people even came out? What a shame. People without dignity. You must command it. You must demand for it. And nobody can wave it to us. Nobody can influence it. It is very important we begin to look into those issues now that we have the time, because there is no much time. Not until we learn to fight like them by protecting our integrity at all fronts, we will only be keeping up heaps of rubbish for the next generation. We'll be doing rubbish. Not until we learn to protect our integrity. Do you know what it means to protect your integrity? There are people you want to go to. They will say, no. There was a time when I was much younger, and they lied against me. And I was not there. And when they finished what they are saying, that was when I came in. And I was hearing my father and my mother, they were saying, no, it's not Onyema. If he has said Onyema did like this, then we will agree. But no, it's not Onyema. They never questioned me. They never said anything. And I told those people, it's not my son. Integrity. I'm not telling you I'm a born again. And I don't even know church then. But my parents know what I can do and what I cannot do. And there are things ordinarily, if I'm not the one that did it, you tell my parents, they will say I am the one, because they know it's my style. What is our integrity? Very pathetic, because we have become predictable. They think they can maneuver us. They can push us wherever they want us to. It is good to say, oh, do like this. When Hausa Fulani defend their Boko Haram terrorist group, you think they like it? But they understand, first of all, they need to defend the integrity. After all, why are they killing us? Is it not to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria? And then where is our dignity? We drag it to the mud because somebody want to be God. Now understand, it's not going to be like this. There is a reason why this must continue, at least for the time being. So now the Kanu without shame or honor should know he's not a God. And if he is a God to most of you, he's not my God. And if for any reason he has any element of being a God in him, we put his righteousness to the test. What do you mean? You must understand he is nobody, except we say he is somebody. Ancestors, and then allow people who cannot talk to us to talk to us, because you are void of dignity, undeserving, unfit for purpose. If you are a man, governor to president to anybody who is a Biafran without dignity, no honor. I took time to look at them. Heroes Remembering Day was yapping, insulting the memory of your father, and you tell me you have dignity, or because you live in London you have sense? You don't have sense. You don't have to be IPOB member to remember this. If you are a Biafran, Nigerian killed your people under any guise, you must honor them. This is dignity, for God's sake. Not until we have this mind, we are not going anywhere. All of us have been here. Certain leaders come up different stages, they mess everybody up and they go scot-free with it because we don't have dignity. First thing to restore is the dignity of Biafra. I mean, our dignity as a people. And then Biafra will be restored, and then constitution will be put down, and then regional autonomy will come, and then constitutional referendum, whatever we ask for will come. Imagine we say no governor should go for election. That is when these real criminal politicians will hide. They will now give your father money to go and contest, and then because you don't have dignity, you will take the money, and then the other one don't have dignity, they kill you. Nobody takes the kingdom by words. Nobody takes the kingdom by talking. You take it by your action. And what are your actions? Are they honorable? Are they commendable? Are they acceptable? What are your actions? What is our place of honor? Those of you in the civil servant, you are in Abuja, you are anywhere, look at that Fulani man in the eye, look at that Yoruba man in the eye, your Oga in the office, and tell me that they work better than you, they are more intelligent than you, that they are better than you, more deserving that position than you, and you are a cleaner, you are a PRO, and you are a prophet, and you are telling me you are wise and you are okay. It's your dignity. Then let's fight for Biafra. Of Biafra, we came out, and then along the line somebody tells us we don't have sense again, and then we have to accept that we don't have sense again. So he can be the only man who have sense. Did we come here to buy sense? I too know kill man monkey over sabi kill man monkey. Do you get the point? Overconfidence kill man monkey. Just look at what we are doing. People gathered and they are shouting, Biafra have killed people, Biafra have killed people. Unknown gunmen, are they Biafra? These are not the Kano touts, not the Kano criminal. That's not Biafra. But because you do not have honor, you know nothing about dignity, how will you understand Fulani are trying to mess all of us up and damage the image of Biafra? In the essence of the de facto government, in the essence of Biafra Human Rights Radio, in the essence of Biafra Nation Alliance, to mention but a few, now the Kano will criminalize the name of Biafra, and then we will all jettison it because we don't have honor, we don't have dignity. And that is why today we stand very tall anywhere to still talk about the issue of Biafra, because we have been able to separate the wheat from the chaff. It is a matter of time. You shall know the truth. Without what we are doing today, you cannot tell Bia not to talk of fear. Where are IPONG? Come and hold open meeting in Biafra land. They will kill you and be justified. Supported by United Nations or any other organization that want you to remain inside this deep shit. Why? Nnamdi Kanu gave them the reason. He took away your dignity. And his brothers are using your head. They are making money. We are waiting. People without shame, disgrace. I want to advise all of you. This war, as you have not even recognized it's a war, is bigger than all of you, including me. Maintain your lane. Maintain your lane. Don't insult our intelligence, because you will not like the reception. It's a promise, not a threat. You will not like the reception. Oh, we will kill your mother. Oh, we will kill your father. Oh, we will kill your children. Oh, we will kill you. You is not in your place to do that. You never still know by now. You are now living in the bush. Your mother is in the village. She is old already. And you know all these old people, they need pain relief, painkiller. If you see drug life, if I like, I give her 100 million, she doesn't value it. But once I buy some blood medicine, some painkillers, and give to her, it looks like I'm the only son. And so if she calls me before we say anything, he said, that my medicine don't they finish you. I understand what they go through. They've tried their best for us. I was in their womb, in her womb. It's applicable to my father. I own all of them, a duty to help them. No matter how small it is in my place now to help them. And then I was crawling. I have to go through primary school, nursery school, or Takara. I couldn't help myself. They did it. And now this is the time I have to help my aged parents. Then I'm in the bush because of Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu hid his parents and tell you, hey, they died because of Biafra. Go to Afaribeku and dig that grave and show me Nnamdi Kanu parents buried there. And I never hear the truth. Nnamdi Kanu and he wait here. And then he leaves his children in abroad and they are buying house and living large, and then you are in the bush because you are animal. You don't have dignity. When we talk now, we will say, oh, let's look at Nelson Mandela. Did you go to the bush? Oh, let's behave like Macron S. Did you go to the bush? Oh, we got to imitate Martin Luther King. Did you go to the bush? You are in the bush because you don't have dignity, no honor. Look at shameless animal on my Facebook insulting me, idiot. You know, guys saying, yeah, because you don't have dignity, you don't have shame. We have a lot of work to do. For your information, restoration of Biafra is a done deal. If anybody tell you it's going to take longer, they lie. It's just one button we push now. You will know. The fear now is, how can we control ourselves? How can we manage ourselves? No dignity, no honor, no shame, if any mesono. Just take time and analyze IPOB on social media. See how hopeless, how rubbish they have become. No shame. If just this control, I can assure you, Nnamdi Kanu, not 10%. Because I'm not a Afaribeku man. I'm not a Mwahia man. Always yoku na anyị cha bụ ndị Igbo. Mana abụrụ m onye ọrụ Chukwu, abụrụ m onye Nsụka. Onye Nsụka abụrụ onye Agbọ. Mana ndị Agbọ niile anyị nwe afa. Mụ awo onye Oweri, onwe ndị bụ ndị Utọkpọ, onwe ndị bụ Ibiegwu, onwe ndị bụ Munede, onwe ndị bi Owaliro, Owalisomo. Anyị ncha bụ ndị Agbọ, anyị ncha bụ ndị Ịka. You get the point now. my people say, then go. If you agree, we agree. And so if I become the testament that they will accept, where is the position of Nnamdi Kanu? You see, no dignity, no shame. And then somebody say, after Rondiabo, I was a Kwandibo. That is the same way. Someone will tell you, no, we are not part of. We are not part of Nnamdi Kanu. You see, no shame, no dignity. Did they consider this? The problem is, how will Biafra be if the Igbo nation cannot coordinate themselves with dignity, with pride, with honor? As of when necessary, you are telling me Biafra, you do kingdom, Igodo, Nnamdi Kanu is watching football now. We shall see who is deceiving who. And so you should be more worried about how we're going to coordinate ourselves. A lot of people are working tirelessly to make sure these processes are properly initiated. And then Nnamdi Kanu is working for Fulani, working very, very dangerously to mess up everything. But you see, the Biafran watchmen, we came on time. We saw this be what we are not. We're not telling you we are better than anybody. We have to defend ourselves. Be able to walk in the street of our land with our head lifted up. That in the end they will know that we are indeed the sons and the daughters. This is who we are. We will defend it. And so go back and check yourself as a politician. Go and review your actions as a freedom fighter. And then go and check your way as a kingsman, as a monarch. And tell me that if indeed God was to review your action towards your people, that you could be considered as a man of integrity, a man who protects his dignity above all. I don't expect you to understand, but I will stop here. It is as simple as ABCD. Restoring our dignity remains the most important organ, because the moment we get it right, in your brain without knowing. But if everybody have to lose their head for God's sake, you don't have to lose your own. The journey has already begun. A lot of processes have been initiated. What do? We make sure we end at the right point. There are a lot of things to see, but it's not for the global community. There are a lot of things to be done that we have not done, but of course the process must be. This is where I would stop this evening. And so those of you insulting the memory of your ancestors, I just see you don't have dignity. You need to get some. Go and buy more. Those of you think you can rubbish us, insult us, harass us, intimidate us into submission, put fear in us. For God's sake, we've been living in the prison of fear as far as we can remember. And now the gate is broken. We won't go back there again. The lines are open. If you're able to call in this evening and make your contribution, fine. But if you're those group damaging the integrity of the sovereign state of Biafra, it doesn't matter from the area you come from, it doesn't matter the group you belong, you will do Biafra a great favor. You will do a great service to your father's name, the honor and the memory of your ancestors. You can do a great honor to them. Work on the path of righteousness. Work on the path of integrity. That everything you have done this day will truly represent who you are and what you fight for. I don't think this is too much for all of us to absorb. The lines are open. The direct line is 08065875555. 08065875555. And of course, if you have access to any of my social media platforms, you're free to call in. It could be Skype, it could be WhatsApp, it could be Messenger, anyone. You're free to call in. And of course, due to some change in dimension, the studio line will soon be out, and then everything will be in place. We want to restore our dignity, and so nobody will be making fool of us. Look at Hausa. Oh, Igbo man cannot. Look at Hausa telling Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. No Igbo will smell as a rock. What an insult. And then immediately Atiku surface, Igbo Ohaneze jump up and down and say, we are not talking to all the Hausa, Atiku is not part of the people we are talking of. Do you have dignity? Do you have dignity? Don't you know the world is watching? Don't you know? I know you choose to lie to yourself. You seal your conscience. It's okay, but it's not taking you anywhere. Restoration of our dignity remain the most vital and important organ that give us Biafra. Don't forget we put our blood in this thing. The lines are open and you're free to call.
This spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they flow like a river. I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they flow like a Red Sea. Spirit of innocent Biafrans, where they massacre, where they rise like a big storm. Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up, on anybody, with the again, this my freedom. Rise up, on anybody, with the again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, oh, we say hallowed be thy name, oh. We wait for your kingdom to come, oh, right here on earth that is in heaven, oh. You say promise, you promise your children, promise, you promise your people, oh. We say promise, you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see the suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make what of us, and that was senators. Don't turn against us, they want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, unstoppable, it's unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, unquenchable, unquenchable. Freedom, oh. If you're broken on a Biafra, freedom, oh. Cause if you're broken on a Biafra, freedom, oh. Make you freedom to go. Because they cried and too much. Because they cried and because they suffered and there's too much, yeah. Because they cried.
Yes, of course, our blood is been put in thing, and of course our integrity, our dignity must be protected. The lines are still open and you're free to call in. Where is our dignity? And there is this report coming from the Sahara Reporter, whatever their name is. And it's coming from Nnamdi Kanu, supposedly American lawyer. He's telling Ohaneze Ndigbo and the Nigerians, your silence is unacceptable. It shows that you are traitor to Biafran cause. Kanu American lawyer Bruce Fenn tells Ohaneze Ndigbo. What does Bruce Fenn know about Ohaneze Ndigbo? You see, Ohaneze Ndigbo have lost their dignity. And so if Nigeria is holding Nnamdi Kanu down, Bruce Fenn, with his advanced knowledge and international wise man, he thinks that he has to hold Ohaneze Ndigbo. And Ohaneze Ndigbo, under pressure, because they do not know the value of this integrity, will compromise the whole Igbo nation as they have been doing in the time past. This is American man who know nothing about our culture and tradition. This is American man who know nothing about the criminal he's defending. Peradventure, if he know, like the question Mazemefo asked him, does he even have a conscience? He can be for God's sake God lawyer. He can be for God's sake Brufen can be angel lawyer. Brufen, we are the Biafrans, and continue representing Nnamdi Kanu show that you are a corporate, you are a criminal. And I say that, Brufen, use your word power and sue me, Judge ONYIBE, because our people don't have dignity. Look at the ONYIBE man, American man coming to save us. When you, Brufen, came to Nigeria, what did you come to collect when Nigeria did not allow you to enter court? And IPOB were saying, oh, pay Brufen money, oh, pay Brufen money. Barrister Joffo was jumping up and down. All of you drag me to the court. Let thunder fire all of you idiots. Look at Brufen. Just look at Brufen. He's not talking to Haneze Ndigbo. This is what Nnamdi Kanu said to talk. Do we have dignity? Your silence is unacceptable. He showed that you are a traitor. Is there anybody that is not a traitor to Biafran struggle outside Nnamdi Kanu? His mother is a traitor. Nnamdi Kanu father is a traitor. Judge ONYIBE is a traitor. Uche Mefo is a traitor. Everybody is a traitor. Clifford Unyora is a traitor. Everybody is a traitor. Only Nnamdi Kanu, Brufen, American lawyer. If you people are the one going to give us Biafra, and then we will wait for another lifetime. Very criminal, compromise people everywhere. Any good person near Nnamdi Kanu, he become compromised immediately. Look at Brufen now, he's attacking on Haneze Ndigbo. Haneze Ndigbo didn't have the guts to talk about the indiscriminate killing of beheading of Igbo people head. Haneze Ndigbo never said anything when they saw Nnamdi Kanu out eating fellow Igbo man flesh. Brufen didn't tell them, speak up against this atrocity. Speak up, because there is lack of integrity. Gone are the days any of you come on social media, you lie, you rip off our emotion, then you make fool of all of us. Look at Brufen telling you, hey, Haneze Ndigbo, you're silent. Am I a fan of Haneze Ndigbo? But I said certainly, it's not in the place of Brufen. Brufen, come and talk for us now. Millions of us are locked up. Come and speak for us. No integrity. There is no integrity. We missed this place. We missed it completely, and people don't know. And so America is coming to insult us because of Nnamdi Kanu. They ginger all of you. They push governor begin to misbehave. They push politician begin to misbehave. They push monarch begin to insult honor. They push supposedly men of God. They become very hopeless idiots. They push all of us. Look at Brufen now. We will tell you about dignity. We will tell you about dignity. Most of you have sold it. You sold your own, not our own. And we will not allow you to sell our own. It doesn't matter. Very criminal element everywhere. I think at this moment I am joined by my daddy in the Lord. And then the Lord, please just give me some minutes there. I am with you. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Are you talking to
yes. Yes, can you hear me, sir?
Okay.
You're welcome. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for watching. Yes, it's another day. And we thank God for everything that He's doing in the life of Biafrans. And I so much appreciate it. I just want to call in, even though at my busy schedule, to do my due diligence. Say good afternoon from here to all Biafrans and all lovers of freedom. What shall we say? It's another day after the Memorial Day. And I believe the Memorial Day is supposed to be a lesson for each and every one of us. It's supposed to be a thing that brings us together for Biafra, nothing that brings us together for a criminal or an idiot of our lifetime who has tried all his to tarnish the image of Biafra. I think the memorial, it's where we can convene again to talk about issues that pertain to us. It's not a day to praise, worship, or to ascribe unnecessary honor to a Leviathan or a Belima of our time. And I can feel and sense how you feel this afternoon.
It's very painful. We are trying to remember these people who supposedly our own people without dignity. Abisi saying, oh, people have died because of Biafra. Let's forget about it. He cannot be remembering them. They have died. Our own people without dignity. Very painful, I must say, sir.
It's idiots everywhere. You say something that brought my attention to calling this afternoon. When you mentioned Ohanese, I didn't read the news of what Bruce Fane said about them. Who am I to condemn Bruce Fane to saying anything about this Ohanese, who formed part of the basis of our discussion on Aldo Bennett's production yesterday? I was trying to emphasize that organization is one of one of the organizations that has caused a lot of harm to our people instead of doing good to our people. Because when you hear about the name and hear about the so-called think tanks and all the technocrats that are part of this organization, will play a role in whatever they are doing. It's called the apex socio-cultural, not in any way political or cultural, or even however they want to word it, but it's socio-cultural organization. But we find out that today, part of the disgrace and the undermining of these honors and uncircumcised terrorist Fulanese are as a result of this group of people who call themselves the leaders of the land. One is that they don't know their role. They role confusion. Yesterday I mentioned that they are not supposed to be in Abuja. Their homes are not supposed to be in Abuja. Anybody that will head Ohanese in Igbo should be in Igbo land. And how we live our lives put together. Okay, but what do we get today? Because this is very annoying. All over because of their stomach, their parents. How, to do it. They don't even understand the politics they say they are playing. Even though some of them has held the high offices in that land, according to them, because you can tell that any high office in Nigeria, none of them do things for the future. None of them leaves a legacy. All kinds of nonsense going on. So who am I to condemn Bruce Fane, who condemns them for what they are doing? Because it is in their role to call the attention of this.
The reason why, the reason. Sorry for interrupting you. The reason why I'm calling out Bruce Fane is. Now, to use Ohanese Ndigbo as a leverage to cover his atrocity, because if we focus on the failure, and this is exactly what Nnamdi Kanu wants, Bruce Fen don't know the activities and the failure of Ohanes Indigo, except Nnamdi Kanu have told them, let's focus on this way. These people have made a mess of our land. Let's push them. They still have little relevance. Let them speak up at least to curry favor. Yes. He's using them as a leverage. So Bruce Fen, as wise as he is, should focus on his legal job and don't get involved with our blood.
Does Bruce Fen really understand what he's talking about? If he understands what he's doing, I don't think he will ever come out to. He's basing his action on receiving. As you may, it was picked up, or however he connived with his masters and say he was picked up from Kano. Is it not the same time that Bruce Fen came in? Is it not people that are talking to Bruce Fen here in United States? Apparently, the people that are now talking to Bruce Fen about Nnamdi Kanu are people that does not know nothing about how IPOB was set up and what has happened over time. Okay, Bruce Fen is a lawyer. He can collect his money and then clear who we said he who pays the piper dictates the tune, right? So him what to do. Okay, even you can even sense that Ohanese is part of the people that are funding Bruce Fen, representing Nnamdi Kanu, or the World Igbo Congress, who does not know anything about what this has done to the people of Biafra. Okay, so the man, how can you blame the man when people from the land who is supposed to understand the damage this idiot has caused are even supporting him? How many of your governors have stood up and condemned the actions of Nnamdi Kanu vehemently? How many of them? The ones that even know what he did are coming out to tell you, oh, the IPOB did not do anything. The ones that really him. You saw Ezife in Abuja. You saw the old man who fought against Ojukwu. What's his name? In peace. How can you die in peace when you stole the whole generation? And today he's hiding at Mbazwike Amechi. How can you say that? And he's going to Abuja to beg for Nnamdi Kanu's release in the wake of the killing and atrocities in our. If they had it, if they haven't had it, let people. Where he was boasting on what to do, how he's going to kill. Lived out the streets, and this old man are hanging around Abuja, begging for his release so that he can come back to Igbo land and become an emperor. And they have not stopped. I just watched a video this afternoon. I don't know if you are aware, if it's a rumor or whatever, that a whole school in run this morning because they said the unknown gunmen were there. They get information that unknown gunmen is coming to attack the school.
No, they are coming to kill our children because now the Kano children are in diaspora. They are coming to kill our children because they want to give us Biafra. No dignity.
Can you imagine that?
No dignity at all.
Can you imagine that nonsense? And whenever I come here, whenever I'm talking about this thing, my mind goes to 2 Thessalonians. And I'm going to continue to emphasize it. 2 Thessalonians 2. The man of lawlessness. That's why nobody sees this simple ABC. That this guy has made himself an instrument of destruction. He came out first, said good things, and we thought that he was right. And what happened? when he began to engage in this killing, we warned him. As a matter of fact, intervened to stop. But what did he do? Was to come and blackmail us and to tell us that we cannot, he is the power. You know, we just talk about it a few days and we fizzle out. Here we go, a year after. We are fizzling. But I thank God that this message is getting across. It's getting across. I know that some of them that are now saying that they should release their mad son to them did not hear a year ago when we were calling that this guy should submit himself in a mental institution. And the months have gone by. Today, they are just waking up. And if you wake up and you don't understand, none of them ask questions. You think we are going to fall? Stands is that the heavens are watching and observing all these things. For all of you who are supporting this evil, who does not understand what you're doing, and you have continued to support this evil, even in the wake of all this shouting that we're giving on this radio, and you continued, evil will meet you, because what goes around comes around. It doesn't matter. It's just a question of time. Okay, it's just a question of time. I know some of them came out yesterday, instead of remembering people who came out and gave their lives for this struggle. Some of them didn't even. Men and women has been killed because of their steadfastness and honesty to the quest for Biafra. To set all of them up. They are all dead today. And then he wants to be released to Mbazulika Amaechi. Let him take him home to die in peace.
The same Anambra man is ravaging Anambra. Mbazulike have not condemned what is happening in Anambra. They are deceiving us. Why would Hausa Fulani respect us? Why would they respect us? No dignity.
Clowns everywhere. Clowns everywhere. Different. My brother, I just want to, say a few things, use my tight schedule. Commend you for what you're doing for Biafra. It's up to them. I told you, I will say here, we are right around the Canaan until we started misbehaving. None of you sees this thing. Well, we're stuck around the Canaan. So what is going to happen is that unless that snake is biting seriously, unless we all look at the golden snake that God made, we must all see destruction. Unless we look at that golden snake, it doesn't matter what you think. God's word does not go out there with emotion. Good thing that God in heaven has exalted his words above his name. Instead or come to accomplishment, the entire world will be gone. It's written. I'm not saying it. So it doesn't matter how you change the gospel. It doesn't matter how you lie. And some of them call it politics. You're playing politics with the life of people. All the demons that our forefathers rejected all kinds of witches and wizards. We have not finished cleaning up, and then the king has encouraged young men to go back and bring all this nonsense back in the name of fighting for freedom. And all of you are keeping mute. My brother, thank you so very much. I will say to all of your friends, God bless each and every one of you, especially who are fighting in honest. We are around the corner. Our freedom is right here. We just have to disengage from these evil ways and turn to God, who can help us. And He has given us a mandate. We must tell ourselves the truth, for the truth shall set us free. Thank you very much, my Reverend.
Thank you.
God bless you in your house.
Thank you, sir.
There will,
sir. And of course, that is the voice of our dad in the Lord Mazu Bidu Binu. It is simple as ABCD. If you are not a Biafran, focus on your client, focus on the person you are dealing with. Leave other people alone. This is a matter of restoring our integrity. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra. Good. Nigerians don't want Biafra. Good. Bruce Fen, help Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Leave Ohaneze Ndigbo. Nnamdi Kanu is worse than Ohaneze Ndigbo. Ohaneze Ndigbo is Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is Ohaneze Ndigbo. And both of them together is the people. And then how can the people destroy the people in the name of saving the people? And some lawyer from America is coming to speak for us. I am a Biafran. Not the type of Nnamdi Kanu Biafran. And certainly Bruce Fen. Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for us. If he is fighting for people like us, then we shall be saboteur. I shall be saboteur. With the truth we know, all of you pack your motor. Clear very well. Focus on Nnamdi Kanu. If Brufen has said, Nigerian government is unfair, they are extrajudiciaring and torturing Nnamdi Kanu, it is, we know it's Nnamdi Kanu. What concerns us with you? Ohaneze Ndigbo has failed, no dignity. That is what I'm trying to tell them. Nnamdi Kanu have failed, no dignity. And Bruce Fen, if you continue to join, you will not have dignity. If you like, be God lawyer. Tufiakwa. On the expense of those who have died. With this truth we know. Oh, we shall see. This is what we do to ourselves. These are people that are supposed to supposedly protect everything concerning us. No dignity. And if Nigerians do respect Bruce Fan, you are lowering yourself in the mud, and be rest assured Nigerians will help you achieve that aim. Oh, he's fighting for Nnamdi Kanu. Ohaneze, speak up. Are you not aware, Bruce Fan, Ohaneze Ndigbo? No Igbo man has condemned the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu in Igbo land. No dignity. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Sir, I can hear you, sir.
You are welcome to the program, Agowany, as always.
Good. Thank you, sir. Good evening from here. I greet Daddy in the Lord. I just finished hearing his voice. As usual, I don't know what to say again. Daddy has already finished what I wanted to say. But for the fact that I have already been accepted in, let me just say one or two things. I thank you for the good work you are doing. Continue doing the good work. Even if Biafrans did not appreciate it, God Almighty will appreciate it and reward you for your doggedness. That Bruce Finn, or what you call him, one thing I want to tell you is that he have allowed himself to be rubbish on the ground. He is damaging the image of the country he came from. And I think they are the integrity people. But now, country, I don't know. I think their country is supposed to call him to order. All the almighty USA is where a man of that caliber allowed himself to be bamboozled and ridiculed to that extent. What kind of money is he looking for from the hand of Biafrans that he is not able to make in US? So a learned man like him should allow himself to be used to that extent. Somebody that is facing the treasonable felony case and terrorism case that he is now he want to start acting like Omona in Biafra land. Till when he will start putting mouth into the community things. Will he tell me that he didn't know the truth behind everything? He is just covering up so that he will be collecting his own share. National cake. See the other one that the head is as big as carton. He has come to start collecting his own. All of them will be coming to play Oga. This thing they call Oga when there's clap of inside the court. In their mind, they are winning because they are working with the Nigerian government. But one thing they fail to understand is that this government, are they not the ones like Iperima that called them zoo and the kangaroo court? After that deal is making with them, they will be the one that will get all of them disseminated and get them eliminated. Let them just make use of their brain if they like. If they don't like, let them continue fooling themselves. And it's a very shameful thing that a man from a Western world, because this rubbish Bruce Finn is doing in Nigeria, in the case of Ekperima, he will not do it in his country. So they have made it that in our own places, everything goes. That nonsense he's doing here, he will cases in his own country is somebody that is killing our people, our children is coming to support, coming to cover up. Why is he accusing Ohanes Ndigbo of not saying anything? What will they say while all of them are party to what is happening? Is him Bruce Finn not party to it? Because he is lying and he is saying things that he knows that is not true and he is saying it. But what I know, Karma must judge all of them. None of them that either by omission or commission is supporting this evil and the killings of our children in our land that will go scot-free. All of them must suffer it. Is it not the bishop they kidnapped for speaking against IPONC? Not kidnapped him, they now Ekperima and his people have noticed that the northern the man impact on it to be killing our people and be harvesting their souls and their lands and also collecting ransoms. They will be using port ammunitions to come and start killing our people. What I know is that evil will not stand for long. They will be doing it now and be getting away from our land our ancestors and the land of Biafra must destroy all the evil people, whether they like it or not. Tonight I don't have much to say because our daddy in the Lord have said it all. I just want to appreciate you for the good work you are doing. Let them continue deceiving and fooling themselves. At the end, the God of justice must take charge. I think he wanted to go and destroy kangaroo court, kangaroo court. Why are they running away from facing that judgment now? Look at what the Nigerian judge said. The Nigerian somebody that did not go to school according by him. To look at all the time, every time he issues his statement is always straight and neat. That they would have started the case. Yes, are complicating issues. They know very well that they don't have any evidence they will use to make any that case. They know it. They know that all the things that he's accused of, that he did it, evidences are bound everywhere. And instead of submitting they keep on making one submission to the other, thinking that they will continue that way and
Of course, that is network issue. But of course, our people must understand the need. Why we must restore our dignity by every means necessary. Our dignity must be restored. The truth is obvious. We already know it. And any attempt to divide this truth, to deceive the people, it will come to nothing, dead on arrival. And they cannot have a quiz. Let's see which he will win in the end in Nigerian law court, most especially with the president of an advocate like Bruce Fenn. Bruce Fenn fight Nigeria, not Ohaneze Ndigbo. We have enough rubbish happening in our land, caused by Nnamdi Kanu. Can you hear me, Agowanye?
My dear, network have started disturbing itself. But what I know is that this message must continue. It must continue. Whether they continue to be deceiving themselves. All of them know the truth and they didn't want to abide by the truth. He wanted to destroy Nigeria, the zoo as he called them, in their own court, kangaroo court. And today they could not allow that kangaroo court to execute their judgment. Why? Because men and women that call themselves lawyers, they are the one that aiding and abetting this evil in our land, because they are not directly affected. But what I know is that if you support evil in any way, evil must be your portion. Both whether talking rubbish from his own area, state to him, either by omission or commission, he must take part of it. Let him allow himself to be bamboozled by women and they be coming here to talk nonsense. Time shall come. Diokpa, I greet you for the good work you are doing, my brother. Just keep on keeping on.
Thank